First run in 1840, the Queen Anne Stakes plays homage to the monarch who first established Ascot Racecourse. The opening contest at Royal Ascot has only been a Group 1 from 2003, but since its inception, the honour roll has included the very best Europe has had to offer. Between 1996 and 2004, Godolphin's head trainer Sayed bin Saror and Sir Michael Stout shared the race between them. And in 2010, legendary mare Goldie Cover defeated the previous year's winner Paco Boy, before she herself was down by Canford Cliffs in 2011. And Frankel's demolition last year only gave added lustre to the prestigious roll call. In 2013, an American-bred son of a Brazilian stallion and a German mare will attempt to provide victory for his English trainer and Australian part owners. His name is Animal Kingdom. In 2011, Animal Kingdom, then owned solely by Team Valor, became the first horse to win the Kentucky Derby at his only start on dirt.
His sire was bred in Brazil, but from a famous English family. He's very closely related to Dan Silly, the famous broodmare Silly, who's thrown a number of Group 1 winners by Danehill, which was one of the things that attracted us to this horse. And his mother's a German mare, so he's got quite some eclectic blood in him.
His dam was a Group 3 winner going 1.25 miles. She beat Soldier Hollow at Baden-Baden in a proper race. So I knew she was good.
Yeah.
Plus she was gorgeous. And I mated her with a horse called Loire de Sanamo. It's another horse that I syndicated.
Bobby Frankel trained.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was a brilliant miler.
Yeah.
So if you can get a miler or a 7 furlong horse on top of a 10 furlong horse, you're going to get something that could be an American classic horse, and for sure will be, you know, an 8 or 9 furlong horse. If they can go farther, that's great. But in America, we don't run that far, you know.
Loire de Sanamo, which means King of the Animals in French, was an electrifying racehorse who won 3 Group 1s and was luckless in running second from the outside gate in the Breeders' Cup Mile. Arrowfield stud's John Massara did at one point have his eye on Loire de Sanamo, but soon began to set his sights on his Derby-winning son.
We track horses.
Yeah.
We determine the sort of sire line that we think is going to be useful in our own country, and then we go about tracking particular exponents of that sire line until we settle on one. And it's not a haphazard thing, as some people might think.
After almost a 10-month layoff, Animal Kingdom emulated his sire with a slashing second in the Breeders' Cup Turf Mile, after also drawing wide. It was here that Arrowfield officially entered the picture, purchasing a 75% share.
We're in an era now where we value non-northern dancer blood, even though it's still the most compelling sire line today. Through sons and grandsons and great-grandsons, we value the non-northern dancer line very highly because we're looking for that outcross. We also think another of our good sires in Australia is Lonhro.
Yeah.
And we think that mares by that sire will work very well. Coincidentally, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed is now in this horse with approximately 30% interest, and he stands Lonhro so in Australia. Right. So a lot of thinking goes into how we're going to try and make this horse the best he can be as a stallion.
I think he'll provide some wonderful hybrid vigour to the gene pool here. He's a very handsome horse, and those bloodlines are really an outcross for everything, so it's exciting.
After finishing runner-up in the Grade 1 Gulfstream Park Turf Handicap, Animal Kingdom set sail for the world's richest race, the Dubai World Cup.
Not very often you plan these things and they come off as successfully as that. It was marvellous. The horse looked brilliantly well, and he raced accordingly.
The Derby winner, Animal Kingdom in front with 200 metres left to go. Bred on the inside starting to flash home. Will he have time? Animal Kingdom leads. Animal Kingdom 3 lengths in front of Red Cadeau, and Animal Kingdom wins the Dubai World Cup. in a US-Australia combination. Animal Kingdom has beaten Red Cadeau.
Darley were now keen to snare a stake in the stallion as well and acquired a 29% interest.
Well, they'd always been interested in the horse, and then obviously after the World Cup, I think Sheikh Mohammed was so impressed with the horse. And look, it provides a great home for the horse in the Northern Hemisphere. He'll stand at John Abel in Lexington, which is a magnificent farm, and they've got some excellent horses there, obviously, that he'll stand alongside. And so we're absolutely thrilled. We've worked well with Darley in the past, and got the utmost respect for them and the whole organisation.
There have been many international raiders to try their luck at Royal Ascot, and many have been successful. In Australia, we speak of the sprinters Black Caviar, Miss Andretti and Takeover Target. And there's Harada's son, who gave the 2008 renewal of the Queen Anne an Australian flavour. Turf, dirt, tapeta and polytrack, Animal Kingdom has won on them all. And this bid to add a third country to his Group 1 conquests will see the chestnut stallion face the foreign stretch of the undulating Ascot Straight.
Yeah, I mean, I try not to think about it too much, to be honest, because then I think you can get a little carried away, but it's, you know, look, it's just remarkable to be here, let alone to be here with this horse, so it's a huge challenge, and I think it's admirable that John and Barry and the partners want to take a shot at it. I mean, it's a huge challenge. I think it's what racing's all about, quite honestly.
If he was to win here, then he'd have won a Group 1 on 3 different track surfaces. And I think this would mark him out as something very, very special. He is very proficient on grass, we know that. He's second in a Group 1 on grass. We want to see him win his Group 1 on grass. I mean, he's good enough to be here, and I think he should be here. You know, these days there's a lot of criticism from certain quarters that, you know, stallion masters are retiring their horses too early. They're not exposing their horses. It's always a great honour and thrill to run at Ascot with Her Majesty in attendance. It's a great track. It's always a challenge. It's never easy here. We just think this horse is up to it.